Hi everyone, it's been a while since I recorded a video. I think I took up a couple of months off really from making content because I was spending most of my time learning how to use AI. And I also launched ClearPath Recruitment about 6 months ago, which is an AI native recruitment company. We're currently hiring. You might have seen it through LinkedIn. I'm posting a lot about it these days. And I've decided to start recording those videos to kind of, make it as easy for me to have casual chats with recruiters out there that have experience in the market. Why am I recording those videos? It's really to answer as many of the questions that I get from people during, those chats, so that at the end of the day, if I answer all those questions and they're all out there in the most transparent way possible, I feel like our casual chats will be, the most meaningful, so to speak, where we can actually really focus on what matters to you as a recruiter and what do we have to offer and is it a match or not. So I actually created this website called join.clearpathrecruitment.com, where you can find, for example, a compensation scheme, a calculator, pretty much the most transparent way possible to see how we will compensate your billings if you happen to work with us. The reason I really want to do this is because I meet a lot of recruiters who don't seem to really understand fully how their compensation scheme works. The craziest thing I've heard so far is discretionary bonus, where I don't know, people don't really, it's kind of a Santa Claus kind of scheme where people don't really know whether or not they're going to get a bonus and whether or not what they will get. So I figured, that's not at all something I want to do. So I want to go to the complete other extreme to be as transparent as possible, to save your time, my time. And yeah, I can't afford to not be transparent. This is a bootstrap business. So I'm starting this video series where I will try to answer all the questions that I'm getting, such as what does it look like to run an AI native recruitment company? What's our current AI stack? Why are we hiring? What kind of people are we looking to work with? How did Julie get from 0 to 80 million yen billing in less than a year, I think, roughly? All those kind of questions, I'll try to kind of answer them and share as much as I possibly can, so that, at the end of the day, the goal really being to invite people to have this casual chat with us. I do not believe that what we have to offer is necessarily going to be appealing for a big piece of the market. But I generally believe that what we have to offer is extremely interesting and exciting for the right people. When I say the right people, it has nothing to do with me judging you as being a good or a bad recruiter. It has nothing to do with that. It's more about Julia and myself. We are people who are extremely ambitious, and we're willing to make a lot of sacrifices for those financial goals and, also the timeline that we're kind of putting for us to hit those goals. And we completely understand that this is not for everybody. Nevertheless, I think it's always worth having a casual chat to figure those things out. So like I said, if you are an experienced recruiter and also ideally you do speak Japanese, because this is one of our biggest skill gaps right now, and you want to kind of understand a little bit more what we do here at ClearPath, how we use AI to basically meet more people than ever. Like one thing that I really want to emphasize on, and I will try to share as much details as possible, is that we leverage AI so that we can actually spend way more time with people. Like the goal is not to automate the entire job. I think we got to a point where we have automated between 70 to 80% of the job, allowing us to focus nearly 100% of our activity to meet people and to really kind of make a living from our network, instead of, what we traditionally used to do, which was like a lot of admin stuff, which I hate. So if this sounds like interesting to you, reach out for a casual chat. I'm always there on LinkedIn. I'm happy to talk, happy to share more stuff, compare notes, if you're someone who's also very interested in using AI in recruitment. And yeah, like I said, this is going to be a video playlist, so to speak, that will keep growing with the company, in which I will try to share as much as I possibly can, so that if we end up having that casual chat that I'm aiming for to have, you have basically all the context that you need. And we can really focus on what matters the most, is what matters to you as a recruiter, what are your goals, and what do we have to offer, and how do those visions possibly match, and who knows, work together.